pair of dark wishes uttered in haste. This is part one of Krampus for Christmas. The dark Frau, a Christmas on fire. The Christmas lights blinked like a dying pulse on the living room wall, cheap, mismatched, and stuttering from faulty wiring. One strand dangled dangerously low over a scorched plug socket, the faint scent of burning plastic lingering in the air like a bad memory. The telly screamed with static abandoned hours ago, its volume cranked to drown out the shouting from the kitchen. Oliver sat cross-legged on the cold floor, piecing together a paper tree from torn pages of a Tesco flyer. He pressed a glue stick to the paper with stiff, careful fingers, flattening the creases as best he could. The scissors were dull, the colors faded, but the tree was starting to take shape, wonky but trying. Like everything else in the house, behind the half-closed kitchen door, their parents were going at it again. Words sharp as glass flung like plates. One of them actually was a plate this time. The crash rang out, followed by silence. Then came his mum's brittle laugh, slurred and broken, quickly swallowed by a hissed insult from his dad. It was like a cycle that spun tighter each day, barbed wire coiling inwards. Oliver didn't flinch anymore. At 11 years old, he had learned the art of going still. His body might remain, but his mind would drift, hover above, float beyond, where none of the shouting could follow. But the hard bit was keeping Tommy from floating into it too. Tommy sat nearby, legs swinging from the torn arm of the sofa, eating cereal dry from the box. His blonde curls were dusted with lint, eyes wide and unfocused. He giggled at something on the telly that wasn't even playing. Oliver glanced at him, heart clenching. "Don't go in there, all right?" he said quietly, nodding toward the kitchen. "Just stay here with me." Tommy nodded, still munching, but his gaze slid toward the door. Always curious, always too brave for someone so small. Their dad's voice burst through the walls again, clearer this time. "You think I'm stupid? You think I don't see what you're doing, sneaking around like a little slag?" Oliver snapped another page in half, pressing the seam hard with his thumb. He'd heard it all before, hundreds of versions. Nothing changed. Not the names they called each other, not the smashing or the shoving, or the slurred apologies afterward, not the promises that lasted exactly one night. And yet, he still made the tree, still hoped. He taped the last star wonky but glittery